Ross, fixtures are out. We know who we're playing against on the first game of the season. Doncaster away. Your assessment of the fixtures?
Yeah, I think it just cranks up the excitement for everyone. For us as coaching staff, putting it on the board this morning, where we're going to be, what we're preparing for, just makes it that little bit more real. So everyone looks forward to it. I think it makes everyone a little bit more excited. Obviously the fans can go and plan their trips and which ones they want to do and how that's going to work. But for us, yeah, it's just about being prepared now for that first league game, and really looking forward to it. There's you have a look at it, it's a tough league. It's a tough league this season, there's no doubt about it. But one where we're looking at a challenge we're all looking forward to.
Doncaster then, away first game, the irony that they were the last game we played before lockdown, before football came to a halt. A tough test, a side that went near the playoffs last season, but a side that we played 2 competitive games with last season, and it should be a good test to kick off the year. Yeah,
I think it was one of our best performances actually, Doncaster away. We were excellent that day and obviously got a draw and then got beat here in a really tight game. So it'll be a tough game, it'll be a tough start, there's no doubt about it. A lot of respect for their manager and the way that they play. So it should be a good game. But yeah, we'll be prepared for it for us, and it's I don't think anyone's going to be fully ready by that first game. So it's about who adapts to that better, who's in a good place physically, and it's about us making sure the guys are prepared for everything for that game. So I think it's going to take everyone a few games after the layoff, even after a pre-season, a long pre-season. It's going to take everyone a little bit to get back into their stride. So we have to be patient, but I think, look at the first month, October, everything. It's games we're all looking forward to, and games we've got to go into thinking we can win every single game this season. I think it's got to be the mentality. I said before, it's about building. That's about improving on last season. So it'll be nice if we can get off to a good start and make sure that we are able to do that.
Obviously, due to the shortened season and the way the cups are going to have to be squeezed in, you're going to start off with 2 cup games. Does that kind of help from a ramp-up period towards that first game? Not that you're going to take the cup games lightly, but before a point can get put on the board, you have 2 games.
I think it's another 2 games to work out what we... Listen, the 2 games we want to win, but it's another 2 games to work out what we need to work on. I think it's just all part of the process. Every game we'll take something from it, whether it's a cup game, whether it's a league game, and it will help us to prepare better for the next one. So, I think it's a strange situation. I don't think it will happen very often again, but it is what it is, and we'll make the best of it. And I think it's going to be so important this year, the squad depth, the quality that we have in the building, and making sure that everyone does the work and that anyone can fill in for anyone else at any point. And there's going to be real competition. We're going to have a bit of a smaller squad, a squad that's hopefully, in my opinion, improved in quality. And going to be really competitive with each other to fight for a place, and they're all going to be needed. I've said that to them already. Every single player is going to be needed because of the season, the amount of games that are coming into it. So we're looking forward to it, and the guys have to be ready.
Well, you mentioned that. I mean, look at October. It's Saturday, Tuesday throughout. There's a couple of months like that. It's going to be so important this year more than ever. Rotation and. Probably very rare this season that a team's going to just be able to play the same 11 every single game. Yeah,
I said to the guys, it's going to be really unlikely that someone plays 46 games this year, just because of the nature, league games, just because of the nature of how it's going to be. It's going to be intense, it's going to be relentless, but we have to be prepared for that. I think we spent a lot of time planning in pre-season to make sure the guys are ready for that, and are able to still do that in December and January and not just burn out. So it's up to us to manage the squad. It's up to me to make sure that everyone's physically and mentally ready to play. And I think everyone has to accept that they're going to have to miss games at some point and to be ready for the next one. So it's all part of our planning, all part of the process, and we just have to make sure we deal with it better than anyone else.
Fixture release day is normally a day that fans really look forward to, and while I'm sure they still were quite excited this morning, it's a little bit somber given that they don't 100% know when they're going to be coming back into football grounds. Hopefully from early October. Are you quite pleased then that a lot of the big games, the ones I know they're going to be looking forward to, the AFC Wimbledons, the Peterboroughs, Northamptons, are all kind of later in the year to hopefully get them back in for? Yeah,
well, every fan I spoke to saying AFC Wimbledon's definitely going to be one of the games we can't go to. So I'm sure they'll be pleased that they'll be able to, hopefully. But yeah, I just think for us, we just want them back as soon as possible. So the quicker we can get them back in, the better, regardless of the opposition. I'm sure a few of them will be pleased that some of the away days they can still get to, or hopefully can get to, be able to make. So they were brilliant last year, brilliant last season. They've been brilliant since I've been at the football club, as I've spoke about it before, as a player and now as a manager. So I'm really looking forward to having them back and building that connection with the team again. I'm just hopeful that we'll give them a team that they deserve. I think we were getting there before lockdown, and hopefully we can pick up where we left off and just keep building that relationship and that connection and move forward together.
Let's end with how we end every interview during the pre-season transfers. Obviously, a couple in at the start of the Louis coming in and Jack signing his deal, and I know you're still hopeful to get a couple more in this week. What's the latest on the
we'll have 3 or 4 new ones by next week, so hopefully that'll be confirmed early next week for everyone. I'm really pleased with the guys that we are getting in. I'm really excited about it. I think I understand people get impatient and stuff, but we just have to make sure it's my job to protect what we have at this football club, my job to protect what we're trying to build and bring people in that will add to what we've got in terms of culture and performance. So we have to get the right one. So it's not been rushed. The process has been great. As I said before, we're still in for everyone that we wanted to get. I think we missed out on one who chose to go to Championship club, which is what it is, but everyone else is there, and we're not looking down lists and having a panic up about who we can get. So I'm really relaxed about it, because I know the process and the hard work that's gone into it the last 3 or 4 months, and the fans will have 3 or 4 players next week to hopefully get excited about. So just asking everyone for a little bit more patience, and then once they get confirmed next week, hopefully everyone will start to see what the team's, how it's taken shape, the squad's taken shape, and ultimately once we get back on the pitch, hopefully they'll realise why we've been patient on quite a few players and what they'll bring to us.
Thank you.